Alright, I got my Picto to Nande. Perspectives in pursuit. Kupopo is eyeing you with approval. Ah, see, you've been diligent in your training, Nate. You look more confident with that magic brush on your back and exude the aura of a proficient Pictomancer, Kupo. I can readily tell these things, for I once traveled with a pair of Pictomancers after all. Your soul crystal used to belong to one of them. In fact, his name was Jacques Talak, and he was an exemplar of our art. The other was Jacques Talak's apprentice, a girl named Bururu. Despite having seen only 16 summers, she's already an accomplished Pictomancer, and she's the friend of mine who's missing, Kupo. Missing? That's a bit of a worry, isn't it? Well, she's missing in the sense that I don't know where she is, but I don't fear for her safety. With her ability, she can more than fend for herself. But it was hard for Baru when Jacques Talin passed away. He was as a grandfather to her. Even now, she must be feeling so terribly alone. That's why I want to find her and make amends. Fortunately, I've been able to learn anything about where she might have gone. But I won't give up. In hopes of picking up Baru's trail, we'll retrace my journeys with her and aid those in need along the way. I'm glad you like the plan. Now you'll want to bundle up extra warm because our first stop will be in Corythios. Camp Dragonhead to be precise, shall we? Camp Dragonhead it is. Okay. Hey, how's it going? Let me give you your shout out. How's it going? I got a crazy baby in the background, so just ignore the growling sound in the back. That's my baby. She's being weird. I'm great. Doing my Pictomancer quest lines, then some roulettes, and then more questing. You know how it goes. It's more and more. Gods, but it's Goopo. Just like when I visited with Jacques Talin and Baruru. Hey, calm down over there. Baruru had never seen snow before, and she was the picture of glee. She rolled up a snowball and threw it at me with all her might, and then she threw another and another, and soon I found myself in dire straits. Oh, I am in dire straits. Yes, just so. I found myself buried in dire straits. Oh, thank you. Wait a moment. What are you doing here, Mr. Hearer? Well now, what a curious coincidence that we should cross paths here. I've come to the camp as an emissary for Gridania. Last, my Ishgardian counterpart with whom I was to meet was wounded during a training exercise prior to my arrival. Tended him as best I could, but I'm afraid the outlook is grim. Oh dear, are his injuries that grave? While the injury itself wasn't life-threatening, the resulting wound has soured. A poison courses through his body against which my magics are ineffective, and now he burns from a terrible fever. Ooh. Just this moment, I recalled the treatment that would purge the impurity, but it requires the horn of a rare heart beast, and I have no skill in hunting. That sounds like a job for our promising Pictomancer. Knight, here can find this heart beast and take it down with a few swift brushstrokes. You would aid me again? Your kindness knows no bounds. It's more like I keep getting volunteered. Voluntold. It would be prudent to question the garrison about the heart beast. The creatures are rare, but the knights may have sighted one during their patrols. Perfect. We'll have that horn ready in no time. But I hope your day's been going good. Oh yeah, I need my chocobo out. Let's get him out. Oh, Knight, you are ever welcome here. Is there aught you require? I see, yours is an elusive query indeed. As it happens, though, a comrade of mine chanced upon a heart beast by the steel vigil only yesterday. With luck, it will still be near. Sorry about my little girl. She's autistic, like, really bad. She makes a lot of noises. Nothing intelligible, though. She's bouncing up and down on my bed like a trampoline, though. Some people are like, what's that noise in the background? Oh, that's my little girl. But at least the doctors are no longer asking me, how do you know she's autistic? Trust me, I know. We're finally getting her an evaluation. We've been on the waiting list for like 4 years. And finally, they're gonna do it in a couple months. But we can't do anything without that diagnosis. But it's like, you know. She's 6 years old, still can't talk. There's a whole lot of other issues, and it's just, yeah. Most of the time she's happy, though. Most of the time. Like... I forgot to set up my motives. My bad. Let me do this. No, not that. This. To here. That's good. Maybe not. That's good enough. Yes, they are. I had her when I was 40, so I don't know if my age had a lot to do with it. I don't know. I was kind of old when I had her. Wait, I'm old. You are returned. Please tell me you've attained a heart beast horn. Oh, let me follow you back. I see. Yes. Yes, this is the horn. I cannot thank you enough. I shall use it to prepare an infusion for the ailing knight at once. No sooner did you arrive here than you helped a soul in need. Well done, knight. I hadn't expected to aid the same person twice, but the road is full of surprises, and a Pictomancer prospers from every experience. As you yourself said, the journey is of paramount importance to the Pictomancer. I guess I should have asked the second one. It sure is, Kupo. Journey to new places is a feast for the imagination, and a well-fed imagination produces more vivid pictures. You want to grow as a Pictomancer, you can't simply stay in one place. You must go forth and see what's out there. By the way, you've been to Ishgard before, yes? Looking back on your first visit, what emotions and sensations have remained with you most strongly? Oh god, don't ask me that! The grief of losing a dear friend. Yours was an arduous journey indeed, Koopa. I can scarcely imagine just how difficult your trials must have been. But it's because you've experienced such loss, I think that you've been able to fight on for those who can do so no longer. Thank you for sharing this with me, Knight. To hear what's important to you, it inspires me to be hopeful, Koopa. Now, as I dip back in Gridania, I'll make inquiries here about my friend Bururu. Until it's time for us to move on, I bid you keep up your training. The crate beyond. Koopa is examining you a little too closely. Yeah, give me some space, Koopo. No, I'm just kidding. Might hug him and use him as a pillow, maybe. He's cute. Oh, the maddening glint in your eyes, the abysmal posture of one who has produced too many works in far too little time. I can tell you've been training hard, Koopo. Your aura, too, has burgeoned since last we spoke, lending you the mysterious meaning of an artist undergoing a wild and wonderful evolution. You think I'm making this up, do you? That I'm stringing together vaguely relevant, affirming words? Oh, ye of little faith. Thank the matron. Exactly, Koopo. We should thank the matron for wait. All the best to Nofiko and her bounties, but why are we thanking her? It's the same hearer. I thank the matron when we speak before you depart, of course. I have someone here who wishes to express his gratitude. Our Ishgardian friend has made a full recovery, and it is thanks to the horn you brought. Your selfless actions have saved my life. I know not how I can ever repay you. No need for that, Koopo. To see you hale and whole is repayment enough. I give it to understand that you are searching for someone, a traveling painter? Indeed, I am. Her name is Bururu, and she's my very best friend. Moved by your endeavor, I took the liberty of making inquiries among my comrades. Alas, none recall having seen such an individual. As patrolling the border is one of our chief duties, we would have noted it if your friend passed through. My apologies, we could not be of aid. I see. Still, to have confirmation that Bururu wasn't here is helpful. Thank you, Koopo. So it's the least I could do for my saviors. Now, we must attend our next meeting, but I wish you well in the journey ahead. Are we going to Kagani next? Or could Bururu be? We may not have found any clues here, but with some luck... I was just guessing, but okay, that's spot on. We'll find her at our next destination, Kugane. Getting there, however, will prove a challenge unless you visited the Far East before. Yep. Wonderful, that makes our lives much easier, Koopo. Now listen closely. I have here a lovingly crafted and blessedly breathable hempen sack. I want you to stuff me inside and teleport me to Kugani with you. You needn't gop. It's a well-considered request. While I may not be replete with teleportation anima like you, I can tag along as one of your belongings. So stuff me in the sack. I can take it, Koopo. That's so funny. Hey, Dragon. How's it going? Don't mind the baby in the background. She's being her noisy self. She's jumping up and down on my bed like a trampoline, so... She's having fun, I guess. I'm gonna have to clean up her mess again.
I got Monte.
Okay, off to Kugane.
See, now I'm starting to understand why everyone's yelling at you all the time. God dang it, Latte. Oh, goodness. Thank you, Latte.
I'm doing the Pictomancer quest lines. Since I finally got her to 90. Ah, what a peaceful nap that was, Kupo, and I see we've arrived safely in Kugane. This city is impossibly picturesque as ever. Why, when I first arrived here with Baruru and Jacques, I thought we were in a waking dream, Kupo. We were all fascinated by Far Eastern art, especially the bright, bold presentation of ukiyo-e prints. It was a treat to view so many pieces up close. What of you, Knight? What do you recall most vividly about your first visit here? Let me see. How desperate I was to turn the tide of rebellion. We'll go with that one. So following a painful defeat, you came here in search of a new path forward. The journey must have been fraught with hardship, but you persevered, and the flames of adversity forged you into the most helpful of heroes. Right then, I'd like to begin searching for Baru, and I think the tea houses would be a good place to start. The proprietors ought to be able to strike down this hapless fool. Precisely, Kupo. The proprietors ought to be able to strike down this hapless... Wait, who's getting struck down? Hold on a moment. Is a soul in need of aid? What troubles you, good sir? Oh, turbulent tides take me. I am an art dealer from Ulda, you see, and I came to Kugane to sell a masterpiece I acquired in Eorzea. The nary a day before we arrived, we were engulfed by a terrible storm. We rocked and rolled, barely able to keep the ship from capsizing, and in the chaos, the crate containing my precious piece was cast into the rolling waves. That's terrible, Kupo. Is there any chance that it can be found? Assuming it wasn't dragged into the fathomless depths, the sailors tell me the crate has likely drifted into the Ruby Sea. Confederate waters. No one is willing to go and search for me. I believe it is your time to shine again, Knight. You can help this poor fellow, yes? Well acquainted with the pirates, you say. If you could speak with them about my crate, I would be grateful beyond words. Confederate pirates on Sakazuki keep a close watch of the nearby waters. If anyone has seen the crates in question, it would be them. Reach. Hey Y2A, how's it going?
Hello.
You going home from work or at work or what's up? There you go.
Back anytime. Sex.
Do I really sound like that?
So what you been up to today, Y2A? Going home? Oh yeah, you said you're off because you don't do taxes anymore. The tax season's over. I've been doing my taxes myself for so long. Last time I went to somebody, they screwed it up so bad I ended up paying it back. So, nope, that was the last time I went to somebody. Oh, if it isn't our friend Knight, what brings you back to these parts? Business with Rasho and Tansi, perhaps? A crate containing a piece of art. As a matter of fact, we fished something like that out of the water not long ago. As you well know, the Ruby Sea is our territory, and anything the tides deliver to us is ours by right. We cannot just hand it over. But we owe so much tonight. I haven't forgotten that being the case. Why don't we make it interesting to have a friendly contest for the crate? Challenge accepted. That's the spirit. We'll make it simple. Hunting ogre crabs. Both sides will get the same amount of bait. The person who can catch more crabs is the winner. Alright then, once you've used up your bait, bring the shells to me as proof. I'll be waiting. Perfect. Let the contest begin. Always in a rush, that one. You need only lay your bait by the shore and dispatch any ogre crabs that take it. When you've no bait left, come back and show me the shells you've collected from your kills. What's this? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Nope, not today. I killed them all yesterday. I haven't found any others yet. How's it going, Bile? What am I putting down here? I like that clip.
In the pale moonlight, because Mr. Shins has Craigmeister welcome in. You are a sight for sore eyes. We missed you.
Oop, pizza. I have to keep that around. Break time, I'm eating pizza. We spy a trail of tiny tracks in the sand. Perhaps this is a good spot to use the bait. Pizza rules, yep. Well, that didn't last long. Thank you. I'm killing crabs. Crab meat actually tastes good too. Seafood's always the best. Oh, oops. Alright. More crabs. Let's go find some more crabbies. I had fish and shrimp yesterday. It was good. Tilapia fish and some shrimp. Yeah, me. Well, that didn't do anything, except it probably pulled more stuff. Okay. Oh, you brought the shells. I'll take them off your hands then. And the winner is... It's always me. Plot armor, man. Plot armor always wins. Knight, and by merely a single shell. Congratulations. Good show, Knight. I expected nothing less from you. I'm a man of my word, so the crate's yours. Though it was just a friendly game, it was a privilege to go up against you. I'll be sure to tell everyone about it. You know, some pirates are cool. Yes, thank you for humoring us. I hope that crate is what the merchant is after. Oh my god, that pizza tastes incredible. So Domino's has this new pizza stuffed crust, and it's so good. Parmesan stuffed crust. Oh my god, it's so good. You are a returner. Were you able to find my crate? Oh, traders be praised. This is the very crate I lost, and it's still intact. You are truly a godsend, adventurer. Words fail to express my gratitude. It's impressive indeed that you could track down the crate. Excellent work, Nate. Remind me, what was in this crate again? A painting? After having been adrift for so long, I hope it hasn't been ruined. Judging by its condition, I want to believe that all is well, but let us see. Thank the traders, 'tis unharmed, and here I thought I had packaged it excessively. Pluck my palm, that's one of Joctoline's pieces, Kupo. Oh, you have a keen eye indeed. This is the work of a traveling artist, Joctoline, painted in the winter of his years. I purchased it a few moons ago from a young lady who was his apprentice. Bruro, Kupo, I've been searching all over her. Do you know where she is? Oh, she was a friend of yours, I take it. Please tell me everything you know, where you met, where she might be now, everything. I don't know how to say this, but from what I've heard, your friend has passed on. Ooh. Oh no. She had come to Ul'dah to sell a small trove of Joctoline's paintings. His works are extremely rare, so it caused quite a stir among art dealers. Expensive though the pieces were, it didn't take long for her to sell them all, and once she had, she disappeared. Her belongings were apparently strewn about her inn-room, yet there was nary a sign of foul play. None have seen her since, and 'tis rumored she had found quite a place to end her life. What? No, I knew Joctoline's death left a void in her heart, but Baru wouldn't have. She couldn't have. This is a rumor, nothing more. We don't know anything for certain. Aw, that poor little Kupo. Forgive me, it was not my intent to cause you distress with these grim tidings. 'Twas because of them, in fact, that this piece failed to sell in Eorzea. Thus did I bring it all the way to the Far East, hoping to find a buyer here instead. No, it isn't much, but please accept this as a token of my gratitude. With that, I must take my leave of you and go to meet with the prospective client. I'm sorry, Knight. You did well, you did. But if you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a while. I hope he finds his little friend. Kupo makes no attempt to hide his sorrow. Oh, it's you, Kupo. What is it? I wanted to see how you were faring. That's very kind of you, Kupo. Truth be told, I'm still struggling to come to terms. If Baru has truly left this world, it means that I wasn't too late, thank goodness. If only, Kupo, if only. Oh, it's you, Mr. Art Dealer. What brings you back to us? I've concluded my business here and shall be returning to Ul'dah, but before I take ship, I wish to speak with you again. Displaying your friend's fate weighs heavily on your mind. If you wish to know the truth for a certainty, I should be glad to introduce someone who deals in information. You think this person would know what became of Baruru? Oh yes, this man makes it his business to know everyone else is in Ul'dah. Oh, I think I know who he's talking about. At the very least, he should be able to tell you if your friend yet lives. He also happens to owe me a favor. I shall personally ask him to assist you. Once you arrive in Ul'dah, head to Emerald Avenue and look for a bespectacled man with a self-satisfied grin. That will be him. I think I know who he's talking about. Now then, it's time I boarded my vessel. Farewell, my friends, and best of luck in your search for the truth. I want to know, Knight, desperately, but at the same time I'm so scared, Koopa. Baruru really is gone. We'll face the truth together. Shining the light of hope for me, are you? You've grown so much as a Pictomancer, thank you. With you at my side, I feel I can press on and face whatever comes, Koopo. Right, let's head to Ul'dah. We'll do it the same way as the journey here. You teleport me with me in a sack. Huh. You are now carrying a Koopo-sized sack. It would be prudent to handle your burden with utmost care until such time as you reach Ul'dah. Well, as long as I don't get into a fight, I guess I'll be alright. Oh, I really thought it was him. Guess I was wrong. Well, that was a lovely little nap, and just like that, we've arrived. The towering cityscape, the dry-desert air, mingling with the scent of guild, there's no mistaking Ul'dah. Now then, we should find the fellow who deals in information, Koopa. It is him! That's what I thought. And I believe I have that bespectacled man there with a grin that does indeed bespeak unwavering confidence. Well, if it ain't the pair the art dealer called about. You could tell who we are just like that? You really do know things, Koopo. Aye, well, that's true enough, but to be fair, I have to be blind as a bat to miss a Moogle traveling with the savior of the Bleeding Realm and then some. I understand you're looking for a friend. That's right. Her name is Baruru, and she was last seen in Ul'dah. If you know anything about what became of her, you must tell me, Koopo. Don't get your palm in a twist. I oblige your burning curiosity. It was about a half-year past that Baruru came to Ul'dah. She brought with her 8 of Joctoling's paintings, which she put up for sale. She sold the lot within a matter of weeks, and with the small fortune she made, she went and bought herself accommodations at the ossuary. No, that can't be right. Right, it is my furry friend now. It bears stressing that being interred in the city is not an expensive proposition. Hardly surprising given the limited space what's left. But she made the donation to the ossuary up front and in full in an amount most folk will never see in their lifetimes. What did she do that for after that? That remains a mystery. Her room at the inn was found neat and tidy. You wouldn't have known she'd been there if not for some personal belongings left behind. You know, I don't know. I don't know what John Lennon, but maybe. We'll go with that. His name is Wormer. What, women? He knows everything. Or at least most everything. Among those of greatest interest was a set of traveling gear, a coin purse containing the payment for the room, and a letter which said she wasn't coming back. Finding it all a bit odd, the innkeeper called the Brass Blades to investigate, but the evidence led him to conclude that she was voluntarily missing and likely dead by her own hand. Then Baru really is gone. That's what they think, but who's to say? There's only one way to be certain, I reckon. According to a priest who oversees burials, Baru's coffin is stored in Erelg's burial chamber over by the ossuary. You'll have to open it up and see what's there or isn't with your own eyes. I'll go there at once, Kupo. And off he flies. You should go after him. Depending on what's waiting, he'll need support. Well, I hope his friend didn't commit suicide. That's kind of dark. I beg you, Kupo, it would only be a little peek. That does not make it any less an act of defilement. We cannot allow you to disturb the dead. Knight, the priest says we can't check Baruru's coffin. Please explain the situation to him. So that is the way of it. While I am not unsympathetic to your plight, a coffin may only be opened in exceptional circumstances, and with the permission of family, which you are not. Sorry, but I must ask that you leave me in peace. I have my hands full with other pressing matters. Oh, and what matters might those be, if I may ask? In order to address the shortage of burial space in the city, works have been underway to expand Erigol's burial chamber downwards. Alas, the excavators inadvertently unleashed a horde of zombies from an unmapped ruin, and it's fallen to me to deal with them. Well, this sounds like another opportunity for Knight to put her pictomancy to work. Pictomancy? You mean the art created by the fabled Archon Realm, who roamed the land leading aid to those in need? None other, Kupo. The matter of the tomb can wait. Let's tend to these zombies first. Why, I should be most graceful. The zombies have taken to prowling the Sildai excavation site in central Thanalan. Please see that those tormented souls find no rest. Off we go. Oops. Yep, those are zombies. Well, that done. The paintbrush is mightier than the sword and pen. Just putting that out there. The zombies have been dealt with wonderful. You have my heartfelt thanks, good Pictomancer. While you were away, I spoke further with Kupopo about his relationship with Mistress Bururu. I understand now that they were as family to one another. In light of this, and also in recognition of your service, I will allow you to examine her coffin if you would follow me. Yay! Every good deed deserves another. This is the one. If you are ready, I shall open it. Very well. What? What is this, Kupo? A painting? Yes, we can all see that, and I recognize it well. This is Jean-Talik's final work, the Ephemeral Palace. Why was this painting in the casket? If Baruru isn't here, then where could she possibly be? I'm afraid no one in the Order knows where she has gone. Several moons ago, Mistress Baruru came to us unannounced. Pardon me, is anyone there? Greetings, my child. Are you come to pay your respects? No, I was told I could purchase a tomb here. Tombs are bestowed upon pious souls who make a donation, yes. Oh, I see. In that case, I wish to make a donation. My master's paintings fetched a high price, so I believe I have sufficient funds. Would it be possible to have the tomb prepared immediately? In that matter, did she secure burial rights, and so we set about making the necessary arrangements. When all was in readiness, she requested a moment alone in the chamber, so I waited outside the entrance. When she did not emerge after a time, I went back in to check on her, only to find that she was gone. There was only this painting and a handwritten note instructing us to inter it. Are you saying Baru vanished into thin air? So far as I could tell, as you can see, there's only one entrance to this chamber. I organized a large-scale search, thinking she might have wandered into the lower levels or even those under excavation, yet still we found nothing. At length the search was called off, and without answers, what else could I do but fulfill her final wish? I placed the painting within the coffin, where it has remained ever since. Curiouser and curiouser, Kupo. That is everything I know, and I'm sorry I could not tell you more. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return to my duties. Yes, of course. Come on, let's head back outside. Interring Jacqueline's painting and vanishing without a trace, I'm not sure what to make of Baru's actions, Kupo. What about you, Knight? Do you have any thoughts? Jacqueline's painting must be the key to this puzzle. I hope so, Koopa, because if the painting can't help us find answers, then I have no idea where we can go from here. Suppose it's back to the search. I'm going to take some time to ponder things and see if I can think of other leads to pursue. Meanwhile, please continue to train. Think colorful thoughts, keep your brush arms supple, and come and find me when you feel our artist's aura has grown further, Kupo. Well, I hope we find his friend. Somewhere only she knows. Kupopo heartily nods in your general direction. Why not? I can tell you've been applying yourself to your training. Oh yes, the enigmatic aura of an accomplished artist is unmistakable. I'm put in mind of Jacques Telic as he was in his prime, Kupo. Now then, imagine a great big canvas that has yet to receive even a single drop of paint. That unfortunately is the state of my search for Bururu. I couldn't find any new clues as to her whereabouts, and I'm at a loss as to what to do next. Why did you two have a falling out in the first place? I was reluctant to disclose the events of that fateful day, but perhaps I should have. Let us speak of the very root of our troubles, the argument that led to Bururu and I going our separate ways. On that day, the two of us returned to Limbs and Laments after a journey, the first without Jacques Telin's company. Old age and long years on the road had taken their toll, and we had made the difficult decision to leave him in the care of a sanatorium. With a smile on his face as he lay abed, he had wished us well on our coming adventure and reminded Bururu that she mustn't. Could it be? Yes, it must. Bururu has become part of the painting. What? I don't blame you for being confused. I promise to make everything clear soon, Kupo. Now, you've been the best student I could have hoped for. You've trained diligently, aided those in need, and kept your promise to me. Can't rightly ask more of you, but for this thing I am about to do, I'm afraid I must. I beg you lend me your strength one last time, Kupo. What am I about to do? How do you make yourself a painting? Come and meet me at the Jedi Flood. I'll be waiting. So confused. I guess they'll answer my question in a minute. There you are, Knight. I know you must have had many questions. Allow me to explain everything, Kupo. It took a few pretty pleases, but I convinced the ossuary priest to let us borrow the painting. Okay, thanks. Uru inherited in the other works from Jacques Telic after he passed away. On the day of our argument, Bururu and I had returned from our first journey together, as I said, but when we arrived at the sanatorium to see how Jacques Telic had fared in our absence, all that awaited us was a few of his paintings and personal belongings. A fell fiend had found its way into the facility a few days prior, seeking to protect his fellow patients. Jacques Telic confronted and vanquished the beast, but the exertion proved too much. Bururu and I were devastated. If only we had returned sooner, taken a quicker route, or not wasted as much time, Jacques Telic might still be alive. Such thoughts tormented us, Kupo. Bururu took it hardest, for she had lost her only family. She clung to me and wept like a child with her doll, and I, in a moment of poor judgment, said something foolish. Told her that she needn't depend on me so that she could stand on her own 2 feet as a pictomancer, and that she should. Oh damn, that was kind of cold. She shoved me away in anger. One unkind word led to another. We shouted at each other till our throats were hoarse. When there was nothing left to say, she stormed off alone, cradling Jacques Telic's paintings in her arms. The rest you know. Sometime after, she journeyed to Ul'dah, sold the paintings for the funds to purchase her tomb, and then vanished. For so long I've been unable to understand what she was thinking and where she might have gone, but the answer was right under our noses, Kupo. You see, Bururu possessed such a vivid imagination that she could bring any of her thoughts to life. That this rare gift allowed her to not only create, but reshape Jacques Telic, made her promise that she would never use her powers to alter a living being. But in her grief, she did just that. She made herself one with this painting. It's hard to believe, I know, But the painting itself tells the tale. Once it exuded warmth and whimsy, now it is enshrouded in a stifling pall of sorrow. And this brings me to my request. Using my own magic, I want to enter the painting and save Bururu, but I don't know if I can do it alone. Can I rely upon your aid, Knight? Ooh. I'm gonna go into a painting? That'd be cool. I'm in your debt. Be warned, the painting will be a world where one's imagination is made manifest. That's to say, anything can happen, so see to it you are fully prepared, Kupo. Be prepared. All set to dive into the painting? Yeah, this will be the first time I've dove into anything but water. Ready when you are. Let's do it. Oh, this reminds me of the space-time continuum. Oh, it's pretty. Looks like we made it, Kupo. The Grand Cosmos, but how? Oh, is this scenery familiar to you? You've been to such a place in another world? The mere thought of it boggles the mind, Kupo. As I recall, Jacques Talek saw the opulent palace in a dream and was inspired to recreate it on canvas. Perhaps his arcane affinity allowed him to visit worlds beyond our own in his sleep, or perhaps someone from the world sent him the vision. Regardless, we are undoubtedly within the painting. Bururu must be here somewhere. Let's go, Knight. Good music. How many pages do you have had a feeling about this? Oh, thank you, Air Force. Thank you, thank you. Well, thank you very much. I didn't stay too much longer after that. I kind of was tired. How'd your stream go?
Service means citizenship.
Please select a prompt.
Yeah, I had the money. And, you know, I'm always watching your channel. I don't always have the money to give you subs. And I wish I did, but I don't. So, but I had it, so I gave it.
What's in the way of the answer, so let me just move myself.
It's me, Kupo-po. I've come for you. She's sleeping. What's wrong with her? Oh, she's blind. You come for me? No one would do that. No one. Master Jacqueline is gone because of me, because I was too late. You mustn't say that, but you're not to blame. Even Kupo-po has abandoned me, my only friend. It isn't true. I'll always be your friend, no matter what. Please, Baru, please come back to me. Uh-oh. She belongs to me, and you have no place here. Master Jacques Talak? Like I tell my oldest daughter, if I can help somebody when I can, I do. And if I can't do it, I look at it this way. If I end up hurting myself and helping somebody else, that's not helping anybody really. Because she wants to help somebody like really bad, but she doesn't have the money. I'm just like, if it's gonna put you in a really bad way, then you can't do it. No matter how much you want to help somebody. Now, if you want to help somebody off the street that's injured, that's one thing. But when it comes to matters of money and stuff, don't put yourself in a worse situation that you're gonna compromise, you know, like food or a house or whatever. I don't know if that was the answer she wanted to hear, though. But you should call me a shade, Kupo-po. Such insolence cannot be borne. Ow! No! Don't hurt my fluffy little friend! The real Jacqueline would never harm Kupo-po. Pictomancer wanted possession of my soul crystal, no less. An imitation, you're no match for the master you aspire to be. We'll see about that. I'll show you what this imitation can do. Bold words, but you will soon be made to know the true power of Pictomancy. That is not a Pictomancer right in front of me. Here with my masterwork, imagination dictates reality. I shall paint the finishing touches in shades of your terror. What? You don't know what my terror is. Oh, what is that doing? I don't know. I think I'm gonna lose this. Ah! That hurts. Oh shoot, wrong way. Thank you, Briar. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to chat at the moment. Sorry. Totally concentrating. Oh, man. How's it going, Briar? Sorry about that. Totally in the moment. You didn't let your imagination triumph over his. Well, it was just a shade, I guess. Bururu, wake up, Bururu. Come on now, you stubborn fool of a Lalafell, snap out of it. Koopapo, what are you doing here? Oh, did I do it again? Oh my goodness. I did it again. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm typing ARI instead of ARA. My bad. My bad. Let's give you a proper shout out, you know? I keep thinking it's Ari instead of Ara. My bad. Do you not have any clips? I thought you did. Huh. We came to bring you back, Koopa. We've been looking all over for you. I never thought that anyone would come after me in the painting. Night, was it? Thank you for accompanying Koopapo in his journey. It's a Pictomancer's duty to help others. Indeed, Master Jacques taught me the very same, and I strove to live up to our duty. I gotta go get something to drink. I'm having coughing fits. Oh, yeah. I've been doing all the side stuff, kind of catching up, but I'm going to have to do some main story if I'm going to unlock the Alliance raid, but there's Hildibrand still to do. I want to do that one. But I couldn't save him. I couldn't save the man who raised me. It's not your fault, Bururu. Even the brightest, most imaginative minds can't predict the future, Kupo. Why are you even here, trying to be nice after everything you said? My best friend, and you abandoned me when I needed you. Told me to make my own way. You know why I said what I said, Kupo. I'm not real. No matter how much I wish it, I can't remain by your side forever. What do you mean you're not real? Like the Jatali we defeated, I'm a product of Pentomancy, your imaginary friend and nothing more. Oh, he's just, painting? It isn't uncommon for children to have imaginary friends that create us in their minds to help cope with their struggles. But children grow up, and when they do, we disappear, Kupo. You don't have to disappear, though. I painted you into being my very first creation. Just like I painted Master Jacques so I could fix my mistake and so I wouldn't be alone. Pictomancers can do wonderful things. By bringing our imagination to life, we bring hope to those in need, Kupo. This knight learned through her journey. And so did you, Bururu. But no matter how harsh reality may be, a Pictomancer isn't meant to paint over it, Kupo. Rather than escape reality, we're meant to give people the courage to face it. But how can I when those who matter most to me are gone? In giving hope to others, you'll find hope of your own. If you carry on for them, they'll always be with you. I like the second one. Giving hope to others as a Pictomancer? Perhaps I can find the strength to stand on my own by holding them in my heart. You will, Kupo. You absolutely will, and you'll be just fine. Safe in that knowledge, I can now take my leave, Kupo. Oh, I thought he was real. I didn't know he was a painting. Farewell, knight. It was a joy to journey with you. Damn, now I'm sad. Farewell, Bururu. You're my dearest friend, and you always will be. That was sad. Knight? I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused. Thank you for helping Kupo to find and save me. When he faded away, a warm and comforting ether flowed into my body. Magic I had used to create him, I think. In that instant, the moments and memories he shared with you became mine. The shade of the shroud, the chill of the Corythios, the brilliance of Kugane, the two of you traveled far. I felt Kupo's desperation as he searched for me, his yearning for our days on the road with Master Jean Catalog, and his happiness at having found a friend in you. But what of you, Knight? How did you find the journey? Kupo was a wonderful travel companion. I'll go with that one. Kupo would be glad to hear that, and I am too. It means a lot to know that someone else will remember him fondly. I saw my first Moogle here, you know. The way it danced through the air, so full of life and joy. What child wouldn't have wanted a friend like that? I could create him again, recall the feeling in the image, and paint him anew. But I won't, because as the two of you taught me, parting isn't the end. Thank you, Knight, for everything you've done for both Kupo and me. From here, I will set out on another journey as a Pictomancer. Wherever I go, I vow to paint a path of hope, as Master Shockingly once did, and just as you will continue to do, I'm sure. Huh? Why? I've been a Viera from the very start. of this character anyway. Before I re-rolled her, I started out as a Hjord, an Elizin. I tried that. I tried the tiger thing. Hrothgar, I think it is. Didn't like any of them, so I re-rolled the Viera. Nah. I have one, but I haven't played it yet. I got characters all made up. I just haven't played them yet. Yeah, she's a wolf girl. But they don't have a wolf girl in this game, so... no wolf for me. Trust me, if they had a werewolf, I'd probably play it. Okay, what was I doing? Hildibrand, here I come. Radahan. I have a Makode, but... I haven't, like I said, I've got one of everything, I just haven't played them yet. The sleeping gentleman. The pungent Lalafell can scarcely conceal his excitement. Wait, I know you. We met in Kugane. You're the stone-cold killer I asked to look after the love of my life. What's that look for? Surely you haven't forgotten me. You and me, we had a moment, a connection, not like the one I've got with her, of course. But I know I left an impression. Oh, yeah, you. The creepy little bastard who smells like cheese and followed Nashu to Kugane after stalking her for over 5 years? Hey, there's nothing creepy about my love. It's as pure as the pristine waters of a forest stream. Fair point about the cheese stink, though. But enough about me. This is about Miss Nashu. Ever since she got sucked into that weird portal back east, I've been scouring the world for any sign of her. I was this close to giving up, but then, who was that? I found her here in Razahan. Normally I'd be happy to get back to playing the silent invisible guardian, but she seems pretty distressed by the plight of her inspector friend. He's here too, but laid up and showing no signs of waking anytime soon. My Nashu has been fashioning all sorts of medicine in hopes of rousing him, but to no avail. I mean, I couldn't care less if he kicked the bucket, but I hate seeing her like this. She's liable to work herself to death. So what say you? Will you deliver my dearest Nashu from her plight? You'll find her over at the High Crucible, no doubt slaving over an Elvic. And with that, I'll get back to cheering her on from the shadows. You too, I guess. Now go quickly, say my beloved. You're still a creep. Let me turn that down. And that should do it. Now take this medicine and... poor night. It feels like it's been forever, though definitely less than a year, I'm sure. What brings you to Radzahan? Enjoying a spot of adventuring, perhaps? Then you've heard. It's true. Inspector Hildibrand's gone into hibernation again, and, wait. You're giving me that look. The one that screams, what about the whole weird portal business? All right. Since you silently asked. So back on the Ruby Sea, remember how Greg got doused with dew prism and was forced to whisk us all far away? How that strange rift then opened up, which the inspector then got sucked up into, and how I followed him in after that? While I'm at it, why don't I relabel this? Hildibrand. I love Hildibrand. I know I must be the weird one, but I really love Hildibrand. You never know what you're going to get with him. Well, after that, we all ended up in this bizarre place. Couldn't tell up from down, left from right, and so we wandered, lost and confused. Fortunately, Greg came to his senses and explained that we were in the introspectorial rift and then used the same trick to bring us home. I know it! Anybody that doesn't like Hildibrand has no sense of humor. Even if it's a weird sense of humor, you still have no sense of humor. Fortunately, Greg came to his senses and explained that we were in the inspectorial rift and then used the same trick to bring us home. Greg himself stayed behind, though. Something about a score that he had to settle. Not sure what that was about, but hey, you know Greg. Anyway, we're back now. But the rub is that the Inspector Hildibrand hasn't opened his eyes once. I know he needs his beauty sleep, but it's been an awfully long time and we've got cases to solve. Oh yeah, you're right. Some people didn't do that in school. Some people had somebody do it for them. I've been trying my hand at apothecary stuff, seeing if I can't make something that'll get him up and moving, but nothing seems to work. What about our bombs? But I think we're making progress. Me and Master Chupacabra from the Shakshuka concern, that is. You remember Mr. Chupacabra, right? Got sucked into the rift along with us. Former evil mastermind. Not so bad once you get to know him. Wait. You're friends now? Pleased I am to meet you once more and under less compromising circumstances. If I may correct our mutual friend, I am Jubraka, chairman of the Satra concern. Your distrustful and somewhat bloodthirsty glare is not unwarranted, but in my defense, who among us is not contemplating enslaving the rich and powerful to bend the world to their whim? I haven't. I'm usually stopping people like you. I pray you forgive me my poor joke and allow me to assure you that after wandering the interdimensional rift where the sisters only know how long, I am a changed man. Naturally, I understand that words alone will not suffice to absolve me of my sins. Thus, since my return, I've operated a humble apothecary that caters to the needs of one and all. Furthermore, I made arrangements for Miss Nashu's workshop. Rest assured that I will spare no effort in helping her see Inspector Hildibrand awakened and returned to full health. And with that, if you would excuse me, I must see to other business. You know what? I don't trust you either. Yeah, but it's funny. You like it. It's funny. Besides, there's a relic. There's a relic at the end of all of this. I mean, I'm just saying, there's a relic involved. And there's a lot of funnies. A lot of not so funnies, but a lot of funnies nonetheless. Isn't he the nicest ex-villain you've ever met? He's probably still a villain, girl. But that's right. I had just finished my latest medicine. I've got high hopes for this new recipe. My poetics? They're not. I haven't done much with my bard, so she doesn't really have anything. Only way I would get anything before I go into Dawn Trail is if I do the deep dungeons, because I can get them that way every 10 floors. I get some. Suppose I ought to get a look at the Manderville man himself. Medicine might not do us any good. Let's see. Really? Well, you've seen all kinds of amazing things in your travels, so maybe you'll be able to tell what's wrong with the inspector if you get a look at him yourself. He's resting in a room up in Kama. Let's go. Oh, the common? Yeah, I got plenty of those. Oh, I didn't even know I was collecting these. I never had any problems getting the commons. For what? Oh, that. Couple of roulettes, I'll have it. Let me see. Yep, a few roulettes and I'll be fine. Like one roulette. Isn't this room nice? Mr. Chupacabra's taking care of everything, even paid the rent in full. But I'm distracting you, aren't I? You need to concentrate while you examine the inspector, yes? Study the sleeping Inspector Hildibrand. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Okay, target whatever. Rugged features belie what is, at closer glance, the sensitive mien of a cultured gentleman. While he still breathes, he appears to be locked in deep slumber. Can't we just leave him like this? He's so quiet and peaceful. Rippling muscle bespeak impressive strength, while smooth skin suggests that only on the rarest occasions does a man resort to violence. Yeah. Troubling, his limbs are stiff and cool to the touch, as if the blood runs cold in his veins. The exquisite buckles of the stylish footwear are designed unique to House Manderville. These shoes would almost certainly fetch a small fortune in the markets. What does that matter? Are we gonna hawk his shoes? The inspector's condition is disturbingly reminiscent of the scions who were summoned to the first for a time. Oh no. You know what? I want to flick her in the forehead. Can I please flick her in the forehead? No, I'm not going to steal his shoes. God, they're ugly. Huh, I don't... Oh, finished already? Any theories as to what's wrong with the inspector? Well, he's a soulless husk, which is less than ideal. I suspect he may have been summoned to another reflection. I see, I mean, I don't, but that's what you're supposed to say at times like this. I know that much. How do we wake him up? Return his soul to his body, but where did it go, and what is it doing there? Probably went to the first to become the gentleman of darkness as you do. I'm gonna guess that one. I see, right. So, can you go there? Great, in that case, I'll leave the soul searching to you. Oh, you mean I get to have a whole series of episodes without Nashu? Really? That might be worth it. I'm sure it goes without saying, but once you've arrived in this otherworldly world, look for a place that smells of mystery and intrigue, and chat with people there. That's standard agent of inquiry protocol. Oh, and since this is Inspector Hildibrand we're talking about, don't be surprised if you find him asleep or having forgotten a thing or two. But not to worry, I prepared my traditional medicine just in case. Don't hesitate to use it. And with that, do take care out there. I am curious, how did he get into the first? Did Graha accidentally summon him? I'm gonna have to have a talk with that kitty cat. Where am I going? So basically, don't spin my tombstone. My tombstone. I probably do need to do one roulette then. Welcome back, friend. I'd offer you a pint, but my barman sense tells me that's not what you're here for. I'll probably change over into my red mage and then queue for the front lines or something. So this friend of yours has gone missing. Sorry to hear that, but plenty of travelers pass through these parts. Could you describe the fellow to me? Hume, burly, wears a monocle, well-meaning idiot. He was wearing a tattered suit, most like. Yes, that sounds familiar. Mind you, I don't see him myself, but I do believe one of our bounty hunters spied such a man when you were all battling that horde of spectral warriors. Giot, come here a moment. There's someone who wants to speak with you. I remember her, and so make it... Oh, this ale isn't going to drink itself. If it ain't night, what brings you back to our neck of the woods? Now that you mention it, I did see someone like that back there on the battlefield after you ran off to do more hero work. At first, I thought he was going to attack me like the rest of the spirit what's-its. But no, he just stood there striking a pose, trying to scare or seduce me, damned if I could tell. Still, he was glowing, and I wasn't about to take any chances, so I said, hey, piss off, Ghost, and sent him packing. Did he die, you ask? To which I say, what am I, a Chirugan? Also, I've kept my mug waiting long enough, good talk. Could it be the Warrior of Darkness? I thought that was your voice, but was convinced my ears were playing tricks on me. It's good to see you again. Didn't mean to eavesdrop, but we overheard you discussing the renegade poser. We've been searching for him for some time now. There have been sightings in Lakeland, you see. Vonard and I have been tasked with getting to the bottom of it. We've little in the way of useful information, though all we know is that he appears without warning and strikes a disturbing pose. He's not caused any harm, if you discount the shock of a strange man gesticulating in your general direction, that is. Nevertheless, we're worried his behavior might escalate. Have you been tasked with apprehending the miscreant as well? Not quite, Vonner. Knights come back to track down a missing friend. Your miscreant, I regret to say, might be my friend. If the man you're looking for might be one and the same, then why not work together? Between the three of you, you're bound to have better luck. It would be an honor and a great help. We were just about to leave to gather testimony as it happens. Come and join us in Sullen when you finish here. We'll solve this mystery in no time. Okay, Red Mage. Right. Hope I got all my spells. Anyway, don't matter, it's PvP. Let's just start signing up for roulettes while I'm doing all this. Alright. All I've got left to level up to 90 now is my Pictomancer and my 3 healers. That's all that's left. That was fast. That's the fastest frontline commission I've ever seen. I love this dog. He's cute. I like him. Participate in 50 front lines. Okay. Do I want to place a Pictomancer? Gunbreaker. Bard. I hope this isn't as bad as yesterday's. Yesterday we had like, I think less than 50 points on the board. It was so bad. We get points just to lose them again. I'm like, oh god, I've never seen anything that bad. I think the only thing that probably top it is 0. Man, if this didn't give so much experience, I don't know. Okay. Man, I died fast. It's a heated battlefield out here. Is there a way to change the tab targeting to like closest to me? Because this is, I just hate the tab targeting system. Alright, I'll do it after I die. Because it is just driving me absolutely freaking crazy. It's like doing the furthest away from me. It's under character configuration, right? Line of sight. Closest range, is it this one? We'll try that. Target tight? Okay, hold on. Target type. Cone. Okay, anything else? So that should make it easier, right? Because God, oh my God, line of sight is just awful. Yeah, that's much better. Will that help in dungeons too? Smalls are about to pop. There we go. Okay, cool. Man, those blues disappeared fast. Oh, wow. Starting to think PvP is just a big murder fest. I don't know what weapon I'm gonna get first, though. Yeah, I had no idea what weapon I'm gonna get. So I told the landlady I needed somebody to cut my grass until I get my new lawnmower to come in. Because I ordered one. And I'm, willing to pay for it. I've had the money order. But apparently her husband and whoever she hired hadn't showed up to do my yard. So I've decided if my lawnmower shows up before they show up, she ain't getting the money. I just wanted it cut before it got too tall, but I'm like, I know she ain't gonna be happy about it because, I got money I'm willing to pay her, but, the people she hired won't show up. So I'm like, whatever. Gotta lose them, just snooze them. I never am on the winning team. When's the new? I hope I don't miss a new season or something. Let's see, Red Mage. I'll be right back. Okay, I need to do Hubby's Need to Die campaign. Not really, but hubbies are so annoying. Showing me stupid pictures. What we got here? Did I see him? You bet I did. I was crossing through the forest of the Lost Shepherd on my way to deliver fish to the Ostal Imperative. Out of nowhere, this odd man leapt in front of me. I thought he was a bandit at first, but then he abruptly turned to the side, curled his neck, and put his fist to his head as if to say, I don't know. It was baffling. I ran when I realized he wasn't going to do anything else. Basically, he's a weirdo. Oh, that fellow. I saw him the other day on the way home from Clearmelt. I'd enjoyed one too many libations after my bath and ended up wandering off into the forest. Before I knew it, the sun was dipping low, the sky turning dark, and I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever make it home. Then I felt a gentle tug at my arm, and would you believe it, this odd-looking man led me out of the forest and set me back on the road. I thanked him profusely, but he said nothing in reply, just struck this pose and walked off. Why, yes, I saw someone like that when I was out picking mushrooms in the forest. He even spoke to me. I was repulsed at first by his form, but he only wanted to warn me that fell beasts lurk in the forest and that I should be wary. Contrary to appearances, I say he was actually quite gentlemanly. Finished questing the locals, have you? Were you able to learn anything? Not only has the poser caused no harm, he's even helped people? So he's a gentleman, albeit a suspicious one, something of a contradiction, you might say. There's no reason to doubt what we heard. Everyone seemed to encounter him in the forest of the Lost Shepherd, right? Then that's where we'll look next, shall we? He's going to kill me! And stop tickling me! I'm gonna kill this entire raid! I need to look at my spells. I don't even know if half these are on my bar. Are they? Yeah, they are. Okay. I don't have that one. Okay. I don't remember this fight. Is this one of the Eden fights? Never a good sign when the tank dies. But then again, I might die too, so I can't pick on the tank. Oh man, I gotta build my cage back up again. I guess I can do that. Oh, do I not have res? I thought I did. Oh, I have no mana. That'd be why. Damn it. I'm not used to rezzing people. What is the purpose of these glowing thingies? Well, that didn't work. What? Why am I getting all a bunch of level 8? Well, it's not them. Crap. Give me a moment. No, I completely lost internet connection and the Final Fantasy just kicked me off completely. Yeah. I pay way too much money for this crap. Where's my cell phone? Alright, trying to log back in, sorry. I guess I could put on some music while I'm waiting to get this back online. Oh, no sound. Let me put that on. Hey, nobody looted. Somebody gave me a player recommendation, really? That's weird. Well, hopefully that don't happen again. And I know I paid my internet bill. I'm like, what the hell? Hey, don't throw my pizza on the bed. Leave the pizza alone. Do not, no. Stop it. Leave my pizza alone. Here, you can play with this. There. Okay. Did I at least get credit? Yeah, I did. Sorry about that, everybody. Well, here we are, but how exactly are we supposed to begin our search? These woods are, well, woods. Oh, wait. What? Really? No sound at all? Hold on. You can't hear me at all. Oh, no. Let me see. Alright, settings. Voice. Audio. Is that disabled? Can you hear me now?